Paving the Way podcast. Welcome to 5 Minute Mondays with your host, Medusa. Come listen to some fascinating stories, affirmations, wisdom, and even a few interviews of people that have paved the way and are paving the way in their journey of success. Listen to their timeline of adversities from traumas to triumph, and also listen to some guidance of life and even a few workshops of living your best life, digging deep and understanding the science of happiness, learning how to bounce back, the art of being present, 7 reasons to be mindful, the power of gratitude, and so much more. Paving the Way podcast with your host, Medusa.
Woohoo! Hello! Welcome to 5 Minute Mondays, or Tuesdays, or Wednesdays, or Thursdays, because it is. It's Thursday! And I'm not going to say I'm sorry, but I apologize for being late one more time. Okay. So, this is it, people. I've got a great lineup. So, everything that I was going to record, that I had written out, and all of my notes for Monday, I just threw out the window. 2 things. 1, I wrote a whole new idea and script for today. And 2, I've been a busy bee finishing up on a project, and that's the reason why I was late. Plus, I've been working my ass off. So, no excuse, because, I've been in tighter schedules and still delivered my podcast on time, but that was because I was staying up till midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning to get shit done. Now I've forced myself and changed a few things and am not trying to stay up till midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning to get it done and then have to wake up at 6 a.m. So that has changed for the better. But then it looks like I'm being late in other things. So this week's podcast is about aligning ourselves with the words we say. Wow, how apropos, because I'm late. Yes, I'm telling you, we're doing it more and more and more. Everybody is. And I feel that aligning actions with our words, let's put it that way. Aligning actions with words are very important, because our words carry a lot of weight in this world, especially nowadays. More so now than ever. People hold you super accountable from what you say. And if you don't deliver what you're saying, boy, let me tell you, especially on Twitter, they let you know. They absolutely let you know that you are wrong, you didn't say something correctly, and you are a piece of shit, basically. So, hey, we make mistakes. We're not all perfect. Fuck perfect. Perfect's boring. And I've said that before in my podcasts. Perfect can kiss my ass, even though I like to look perfect when I walked out the door, or well, maybe not this morning, but anyway. So be careful with those, my dear people. And I thought, you know what? Because I'm late again, my podcast is going to be about aligning actions with words. So, with my experience and things that I've read, articles, people I've spoken to, even my own experiences, I've gathered everything together, and this is what I come up with, people. So hopefully this can help you, as it has helped me and some of the paths I'm doing and changing to be happier, to be successful in other things, and also self-doubt during a lot of changes in life, right? So maybe that'll be my podcast next week, is just reconstructing our self-destruction or something like that. That sounds good. I like that. Anyway, okay. So let's get back to this. So words carry a lot of weight in this world, and from how we say, how we say them, to what we say them with and how, but it is through our actions that we bring things into being, right? So when you say that, hey, I am going to have my podcast on Mondays, and when you wake up in the morning, it's going to be there for you. Well, you damn well better hope it's there. But when you're a one-man band and you've got 20 different projects, sometimes you slip. Okay, I have a great audience out there, and people understand and they get it, and they've been wondering and asking, and I get it. But when they see that I'm late, they're probably thinking, all right, there's something up, something's happening, she's busy. Excuses, but yes. And it's going to be a damn good one when it is delivered, because usually when I'm late, it's no later than Thursday. Again, I'm making excuses. So on the actions, this is what we mean when we say to one another that actions speak louder than words. So in many cases in many cases that we say doesn't necessarily line up with what we're doing. And it is here that it becomes clear that it is easier to talk about doing something than it is to actually do something. So we can sit here and talk about all the things that we're going to do. We're going to do this, we're going to do that, and I have done that, and I am going to do this, and this is in the works, and this project's coming up, and then you boast about the project and every little detail, and then guess what? You don't deliver. Yes, people are not going to take you serious if we keep doing that. Now, we have good intentions and we mean well, but with a huge audience in social media, they're very quick to correct you and let the world know that you are a fake, or you don't deliver, or, maybe it's not so harsh and they're just like, well, we wait so long and nothing ever really comes about, but that person has good intentions. Trust me, I've done it and I've learned by it, and it's hurtful, it's embarrassing, it's, and sometimes you don't have control right when you're ready to deliver. Like, I have some friends that wrote books, they've written a biography, or they've done this or done that. And they're saying, yes, it's coming out, it's dropping. And then all of a sudden, Lord have mercy, something comes up and they can't. And then it happens again and again. So when I say I'm writing a biography, I've been writing it for 25 years. That's all I say. I've said that for 10 years and I'm still writing the biography, but I never say, hey, it's coming out here and this is when it's coming out, or it's always being written, right? So you just got to be careful how you word things nowadays, because it's out on social media and they are there to correct you. Lord have mercy. Ugh. Anyway, so, all right, back to actions. All right. So, let's see. What did I say? Something about doing. Actions speak louder than words. That's a great old saying. So, at the same time, it's easy to keep doing something that we don't necessarily acknowledge ourselves doing verbally. So it's good for all of us to take a look every once in a while to make sure there is an alignment between what we say and what we do. So that means the pause button, people. So just kind of, here's the thing too. I'm a big journal. I have a journal. As y'all know, if you've listened to my podcast, I've got a journal almost in every room for every situation, a nighttime, bedtime journal, a bathroom journal, a business journal, a day planner journal, blah, blah, blah. And it helps. Some people may have one journal for all of that. But sometimes there is just a journal I have that it's just a fuck you bullshit, how I really feel about situations and people. Yeah, that's in that journal. And I just let it all out. And let me tell you, all these journals are probably going to come to fruition into that biography I've been writing for 20 years. Which, hey, great stories, right? It'll be good stuff. That's how I look at it, just something positive. But anyway, so for an example, it's easy to talk about our dreams, but it takes a lot more energy to take the many small steps to, okay, guys, so back to what I was saying. I had to push the pause button for a minute. So, for example, it's easy to talk about our dreams, but it takes more energy to take the many small steps that lead to bringing our dreams into reality. So, if all we ever do is talk about it, we begin to lose faith in ourselves because nothing changes on the external level. And then we start self-doubting. Remember I said that? It's like everything we do is self-doubt. Or if you start putting things out there and nothing happens, you feel like a failure every time you turn around and nothing comes to fruition, right? And it's, oh my gosh, it weighs on you. It plays on your mind and your ability to succeed. So that's why it is so important to follow your words, like your actions. Follow your actions. Your words, you've got to be careful. All right? Your words need to have action. Period. So just what I'm saying is there's no one to blame but yourself, because you are spewing out those words that you are doing something, that you did do something. And if you can't follow up that you did do it and it did happen, you better have a good answer, right? Okay, so all right, so it's also useful to examine your actions to see if you can see through them. Not like see through them like a apparition like on the other side, but you need to see through them, like follow through. And for an example, in expressing concern about the environment, we can look to make sure that we are taking the simple steps we can take to put that concern into action. So it's always helpful to observe what we talk about and who we say we are, and then to observe what we actually do in the world. So sometimes we realize our actions haven't caught up with what we're saying, and other times we see that we might change our words in a way that it will come more. We might change our words in a way that it will more adequately reflect what we do in the world. So either way, the more we align our words and our deeds, the clearer we are in expressing our truth, especially in this world and today, and the more powerful we are in bringing it into reality. And I just think it's so important, to say one thing, but to follow it with actions. And I've learned by mistakes and failures and saying that this is going to happen or this is going to launch, and then right when I'm ready to launch something, oh my gosh, by not my control, you know,